Now remember, right after stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni, I get to do my solo, okay?
How you doing? Can I fit in with you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's get a little soul into this with Johnny.
Yeah. How you doing down here tonight? You ready to go in?
I'm ready to go with you any way you want to go.
All right, buddy. Hey, stand up here, buddy. Stand up here.
You better, because you ain't going to go anywhere
Anybody.
else.
We'll take it.
Hey, how you like it here in
Yonder,
Nashville, huh?
It's fine.
Great, lots of pretty girls. Look at them all.
The people are great. Yep. Yeah, we're having a good time.
We really are.
Of course, there is one thing that kind
No,
of...
we'll not talk about it.
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, what is it?
Tell me.
Anything we can do for you?
Well, I don't know whether you can do anything for us or not, but people look at us kind of funny, you see, and we wonder about that.
Oh, well, they recognize you as the Monkees, you know. You're their hero.
Well,
No,
I don't know if it's so much that. I think they recognize us as something, but I think they've got us mixed up with another
They
group,
must,
you know?
yeah.
Because every time we go any place, they always
Yeah.
say, hey, look at the
weirdos.
Right.
Some folks are working for reasons and waiting for answers they're never gonna find. They keep on searching for pleasures and looking so hard they can't see. But for me, life can be a sweet holiday.
Pursuit a lowly born with hopeless passion torn and poor beyond denying. As dead for her to pine at whose exalted shrine a world of wealth is sighing.
Here we come, walking down the street. We get funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. We're just trying to be friendly. I'll come and watch you sing and play. We're the young generation, and we got something to say. Hey, we're the Monkees. You never know where we'll be found, so you better get ready. We may be coming to your town.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 8 of my Monkees Deep Dive series, and today I'm going to be talking about their 8th studio album, their second without Peter Tork, The Monkees Present, or The Monkees Present Mickey, David, Michael, or The Monkees Present, however you want to call it, their 8th studio album, and it happens to be my second favorite Monkees album. Yeah, I'm still going with number 2. I love this album a lot. This happens to be Chris Proffi's favorite album, and I am inclined to agree with him for the most part. But having just listened to Pisces Aquarius, I'm kind of giving that a little bit of a nod ahead of Monkees Present. But anyway, this was released on October 1st, 1969, and initially the Monkees had thought about doing kind of what Pink Floyd did with Ummagumma, but over the course of an entire album, whereby Michael would get a side of his own songs, Mickey would get an entire side, Davey would get an entire side. But then when Peter left, Peter was going to be the fourth side. Then they scrapped the whole idea and decided they would just release it as a single album. But I feel like every song on here is entirely solid. Even the Davy Jones songs, I don't mind all that much. I think the weakest song on here, the one that I probably have the least affection for, is Ladies Aid Society, but all the rest I think are very solid efforts. Mike Nesmith had one foot out the door at this point. He was assembling his first national band and just kind of tired of, you know, the whole Kool-Aid commercials and clowning around on the Johnny Cash show and Glenn Campbell Good Time Hour, doing the laughing thing. I think it was getting old for him, and I think he wanted to start moving beyond what was rapidly becoming, a spent force, which was the Monkees. So, last album with Mike Nesmith, and like I say, one of my favorites. So we'll get into the songs on this magnificent album. This is my Friday music copy, which has a gatefold. Ooh, look at that, with the covers of the single for Good Clean Fun and Listen to the Band. And then this is my Rhino reissue, which strangely, no hype sticker. It's still in the shrink, but the hype sticker's gone. I don't know what happened, but I'm really sad about that. But anyway, and they got the neon colors on the back, photographs on this copy. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was because of the 80s and they thought that would be more attractive to record buyers. I have no idea. But let's get into the songs on this wonderful album. It starts off with Little Girl, which was a Mickey Dolenz composition. It was arranged by Shorty Rogers, and you have Louis Shelton on the jazzy guitar. This is such a cool song. Got that great jazzy guitar lick.
Little girl is smart as she can be, oh. Little girl has made a fool of me, oh. I believed her when she said she really loved me. The love was shining in my eyes, so I couldn't see the lies in her eyes. Little girl knows more than she pretends. She knew I wanted to be more than friends. Every time she hurt me, oh how sorry she was. Yesterday she went too far and now I'm through because I'm wise to all those lies. Her friend said don't worry now, she's sweet and she's kind. Don't be afraid to tell her how you feel all the time. The little things that bothered me, I let them go by. And now it's too late to cry.
It's a really fast, frenetic kind of a song, which I love, but it's got a jazzy feel to it. I really love that. I love Mickey, and I think it must be his sister Coco who are doing background vocals on it. I love everything about this song. It totally works for me. It's a great album opener, and to me, it all comes down to that guitar playing. That guitar just carries the rhythm. Absolutely love that one. Then Good Clean Fun, a Mike Nesmith song, which does not have Good Clean Fun anywhere in the lyrics, but it's kind of a wistful song about somebody who, it's a homecoming of sorts. They're dropping back into town to visit what I imagine to be a long-lost love or somebody they're rekindling a relationship with, but it's got a very much a country feel to it, not so much rock. This is sort of like a hoedown, definitely countrified Mike Nesmith tune.
There's a smile on the wind as it touches my face and starts to erase all the gloom. And the sun with a kiss begins to dismiss the memory of my life without you. Well, it seems like yesterday that my path took me away, although I know it's been at least a year. But now my path heads home and your patient time alone has brought me even closer to you, dear.
I used to not care for this song, but it has grown on me over the years, and now I absolutely adore it. You got some fiddle on here, there's some banjo playing, just across the board. I absolutely love that song. The next song is Davy Jones's If I Knew, a song he co-wrote with Bill Chadwick. A very gentle acoustic ballad. And like I say, I don't mind the Davy Jones songs on this album. And this one, I don't think it's overdone. I don't think it is as nauseating as the songs that were on Birds, the Bees, and the Monkees. even Instant Replay. I'm okay with these songs. And this one, it's okay. It's just an acoustic song. There's that Davy Jones sigh at the end, which, okay. But I don't have a problem with this song. I like it on the context of this album. Then Bye Bye Baby Bye Bye by Mickey Dolenz. Mickey Dolenz was on fire. He was writing so many songs at this stage. This has got a little bit of a funky guitar track on it. Great vocal phrasing, syncopation by Mickey Dolenz on this particular song.
Bye bye, baby, bye bye, don't wanna make you cry. Bye bye, baby, bye bye, don't wanna make you cry. I believe in you now, you'll get along somehow. Time is gone when you and I were strong. Time is gone when you and I were strong. Isn't easy to leave, isn't easy to leave. You spend your life thinking about living. You spend your whole life. Bye bye, baby, bye bye. Don't wanna make you cry. Time is gone when you and I were strong. Time is gone when you and I were strong. Isn't easy to leave, isn't easy to leave.
Then we have another country rock song from Mike Nesmith. Again, this is almost straight country. I'm not hearing a lot of rock in this song. It's kind of a rambling little tune about this lady, she runs into the protagonist in the story, and he kind of blows her off. She goes and meets some scam artist who takes advantage of her, and then she ends up meeting up again with Mike or whoever the protagonist is. It's kind of a goofy little story, whatever, but it is entirely country. Definitely one of the most country songs that Mike Nesmith would write for the Monkees. Another song, I used to hate this song, but it's grown on me over the years. And now, again, in the context of this album, I really do enjoy it. Then we have one of two songs that were from previous sessions. This is Looking for the Good Times, which I believe goes all the way back to 1966. I think this would have been under consideration for the More of the Monkees album. Feels a little out of place on here just because we're talking a song that was from 3 years earlier. But I could see this playing during the TV show on one of their monkey romps. Davy Jones vocal on it, which does great. Kind of a mid-60s bit of psychedelia.
Looking for the good times, baby. Gonna have my fun. Looking for the good times, baby. Girl, you can come along with me. Whoa, we're gonna see. Oh, just how fine this big old world can be.
But I love it. Side 2 opens up with the other song that dates from 1966 or 1967. I tend to think it was 1966. This was definitely going to be on More of the Monkees as sort of a comedy track, but then they ended up leaving it off, or Don Kirshner ended up leaving it off, and now we get it here. It's okay. It's another Davy Jones vocal. And it was meant to be kind of a comedy song. So you've got the Monkees singing in a falsetto voice. It's got a bit of a very early 60s kind of arrangement. You got a little bit of brass and almost sounds like a marching band drum on the choruses. At the end, it sort of builds itself into this cacophony of sound. It's all right. I don't hate it. I appreciate it for what it is. I'm sure there are people who are like, that song's a piece of crap, but I just don't happen to be one of them. Then Listen to the Band, definitely the highlight of this album, one of Mike Nesmith's most recognizable songs from the Monkees. It was performed in a very different version on the 33 1/3 Revolutions per Monkey TV special. Finds its way onto a lot of Monkees' greatest hits compilations, and it's great. It's a country rocker, but it's got elements of psychedelic in it, where it kind of winds down. You think the song's over, but then wait, no, it's building back up, and then you got horns on here. The whole works. It's a great arrangement. It's a great song.
Hey, hey, mercy, woman plays a song and no one listens. I need help, I'm falling again. Listen to the band. Weren't they good? They made me happy. I think I can make it alone. Oh, mercy, woman plays a song and no one listens. I need help, I'm falling again. Play the drum a little bit louder. Tell them they can live without her if they only listen to the band. Listen to the band. Now weren't they good? They made me happy. I think I can make it alone. Oh, woman plays a song and no one listens. I need help, I'm falling again. Come on, play the drums just a little bit louder. Tell us we can live without her now that we have listened to the band.
Mike Nesmith definitely playing to his strengths on this song, and it is a classic. Then another Davy Jones song, French song, which again, I love, and it may make no sense why I'm hating on his instant replay songs, and yet on here, I'm being a little more forgiving. I'm a sucker for a vibraphone, okay? You got me here. You got me at, this is the plot line for a French noir film.
A little girl goes out walking in the night. A little boy calls good evening from the light. They stop to talk for just a while. Then she's gone.
Davy sings it great. Props to Davy. I love this song. I do. Any song with a vibraphone solo, immediately I'm all in. Then we have another political Mickey Dolenz song with Mommy and Daddy talking about the plight of Native Americans and the kind of counterculture wars that were happening in the late 60s. The original lyrics were definitely more provocative. He talks about the JFK assassination and what was going on in Vietnam in graphic detail, but he cleaned the lyrics up a little bit for the final version. props to Mickey for going a little bit beyond what was expected of the Monkees, taking on some topical themes with this particular song. But I do like it. I love Mickey's songwriting on here. He's got 3 songs on this album. Way to go, Mickey. Then a song which, you could be mistaken for thinking that it was a Michael Nesmith song. This was by Michael Martin Murphey, who, if you remember, wrote What Am I Doing Hanging Round, Oklahoma Backroom Dancer, another bit of country rock. Love this one. There's a lot of piano in it. Great guitar work. Solid Mike Nesmith vocal. I dig it. And then the last track on here is a song Mickey Dolenz' mom wrote. And on the headquarters sessions, you can hear Mickey trying out a different arrangement of this song. So it was a song his mom wrote that he had kicking around for a while, and finally he gives it a very cool, kind of a smooth, jazzy treatment, kind of like a cocktail jazz bedtime lullaby, if you will.
There's a wonderland for Alice. There's a tall beanstalk for Jack. The sleepy train will take you there, so safely down the track. With a Sandman at the throttle, you'll be off to dreams and back. It's pillow time again. You will meet all your storybook friends as you go down Mother Goose Lane. Romp with Jack and Jill up and down the hill, and try to put Humpty together again.
But the lyrics are so adorable. It's a perfect children's song. It's almost a counterpart to Good Night by the Beatles. Absolutely love this song and this album. So anyway, let me know what you think about Present. Where does it rank among your favorites in the Monkees discography? Are you ranking it high, low? But last album with Mike Nesmith. So next time we'll be talking about the Monkees as a duo. Everybody take care.